Hi Collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, alright? But it comes from managing our emotions because it looks like something's coming to an end. Every ending has a new beginning, okay? Maybe you have that desire to look within yourself and you're feeling very disappointed in your emotions. Someone's very disappointed, okay, when it comes to someone's courage and their ability, all right? Maybe someone's looking at their energy and they're saying, well, that desire I had is a disappointment. Now you have Five of Cups. Someone's in their Five of Cup energy, all right? Could be a Scorpio person. You could be into your feelings, all right? Maybe someone's in their feelings, okay? Because now someone's saying to themselves, I'm in a Five of Cup, man. And it's Five of Cup, I feel very disappointed. Someone's felt this loss, and it wasn't just loss of people, things, and places, it's loss of emotions. Maybe someone's in regret of giving someone their emotions, feelings when they didn't give it back. So now we're looking at regret. But that desire, okay, for maybe someone wanted someone's emotions to be fulfilled, okay, or they went for something where they went for an appointment and became a disappointment, and a disappointment become a regret. But you have that desire within yourself to create greatness from that regret. You can take your pain into pleasure or purpose, pleasure seeking or purpose. So now we're looking at maybe somebody was pleasure seeking and they were very forceful with it. So now someone's probably looking within themselves, or you're looking at a detective, okay, looking into themselves and saying to themselves, do you know what? I don't really have that magnetic feeling for someone. Maybe in the beginning it felt very powerful because maybe somebody was playing chemistry magic on someone, maybe someone's feelings have gone drawn in because someone's too possessive over someone's resources. So now we're looking at the desire, all right, for maybe someone's energy, okay, when it comes to the emotions, all right, has been drained. Why? Too many secrets, too many fixated, jealous, suspicious. It's like someone keeps questioning someone. And if someone's in your life and you have to keep probing them with questions, that means that person ain't really meant to be in your life if you've got to keep questioning someone. Because someone keeps acting mysterious, maybe because they feel they've got a lot of better power somewhere. So they don't care about people's feelings. That's their desire. I don't care about your feelings. Okay? So someone went somewhere where there's no feelings. All right? It was more fixated, jealousy, obsessed for resources and power. All right? So now someone's got that desire, okay, to maybe look at a secret, maybe from a Scorpio person, and put it to an end. All right? Someone feels as if someone's skeleton within their closet, okay, needs grounding, needs cleaning, too much darkness. Someone's missing an element, and it's emotions. Maybe someone's got mental illness because they've got too much negativity when it comes to the root of the self. Maybe someone is looking at maybe the courage and the ability of someone's emotions coming to an end. Someone looks like they're cutting something out, but every ending has a new beginning. All right. So maybe someone's ending, okay, when it comes to maybe the higher priestess is seeing a hidden feeling of a disappointment that someone's in an appointment, but it's not fulfilling the emotions. Now, maybe someone's disappointed and maybe it's a bit challenging to maybe end an emotional situation where once someone had emotion for someone, but someone didn't have emotions for another. It was probably more about creative ideas. Okay, so now maybe someone comes with more of a negative thought. It was more about resources, power. So someone's flowing with a serpent, and maybe somebody feels like someone's got them by the neck when it comes to being roped in. All right, so somebody was roped in and somebody's trying to rope themselves out. They had that desire. Maybe you're looking at a desire to stay away, maybe from a Scorpio person, too much secrets, too much rituals, too much cults. Maybe someone's power tripping. So now we're looking at every ending has a new beginning. All right, maybe someone had a plan for someone's unalignment, okay, because they wanted maybe finances, legacies, they wanted their name in the will. Maybe somebody was searching. Okay, maybe someone's got religious clashes. So maybe someone's teaching from their highest self and their understanding. Someone's maybe an intellectual framework of why somebody was in a situation in the first place. So now we're looking at every ending has a new beginning. Maybe looking at Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Maybe looking at a beginning. So now we're looking at maybe the beginning of someone's actions when we have the ability to take the soul off the seal. The soul is the power. Now maybe someone feels maybe inspired after an ending or to end something. There was no emotions anyway. So someone's got that power to release from the web, okay, of destruction. Because someone's around someone with too much negative thoughts, okay, negative energy when it comes to grounding oneself, okay. So now we're looking at the soul. The power of the soul is grounding someone. All right. Maybe someone has that urge to create. All right. Write your dreams down. Okay. Try and study it as much as you can. Get at the soul of the self, giving you downloads of how to do maybe new projects. Maybe you feel more inspired once maybe you put something to an end. Maybe a project coming to an end, maybe. All right, for a new one to manifest. So now maybe someone has an urge to create. So now we see the passion, okay? We're seeing maybe groundness. Because now someone's looking at safety when it comes to their own security of the soul of the self. Maybe someone's very passionate about maybe a project and someone's very angry about someone ending a project to begin a new one. But there was disappointments at appointments when it comes to probing for resources. The emotions were too drained out. There was no emotion. Someone had to have no empathy. So if you've got no empathy, how can you use your intuition to create solid ideas? So now we're looking at the Empress. Maybe someone's looking at the Empress, maybe a fire sign person. Looking at the Empress, all right? So now we're looking at hidden feelings. Maybe someone looking at divine feminine, okay? When it comes to compassion, a very wise woman. We're looking at archetype. We're looking at someone that goes from the soul of the self, a very balanced person. When it comes to maybe healing, love, harmony, a very balanced person. Maybe there's no feelings for the Empress, all right? When it comes to wherever someone is with a Scorpio person, because they're very envious, very bitter when it comes to the heart chakra. All right. So now we're looking at an Empress energy. All right. We're looking at respect. Okay. We're looking at maybe someone that's creating a very solid project. So now we're looking at abundance, fertility. Maybe looking at a very good parent when it comes to maybe divine energy. All right. Because she goes from the Venus. She's from love. All right. Her default will always be love. All right. Because it's all about self-love, loving self, loving beings, loving planet, loving God. So now someone, the Empress, is looking at maybe someone feels the truth when it comes to a new beginning, when it comes to plans, clarity. Maybe someone was confused about the Empress, but they see a breakthrough when it comes to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. The Empress, when it comes to love. Love makes breakthroughs. Love conquers. So now you're seeing opportunities because someone's got clarity. Someone's gone within themselves, seeing the soul of the self is very powerful. It doesn't just give you wisdom and knowledge, all right? It gives you that urge to create. So now someone's gone within, got clarity when it comes to maybe ideas to create. Maybe someone's looking within themselves and making plans, and now you're making breakthroughs. Someone's seeing within themselves an opportunity. So now we're looking at being very spontaneous and very enthusiastic when it comes to the solar plex, all right? It's all about correcting your flaw to understand your solar plex, all right? It comes from groundship. Someone's not grounded. Someone doesn't have no empathy. So now we're looking at the Ace of Swords when it comes to the Empress. We're looking at maybe creating a very solid idea when it comes to maybe a creative project. So now we're looking at an energy when it comes to learning. And open someone's learning, or maybe looking at the Prince of Cups, all right? Maybe someone was in an unrequited love and it was very disappointing. Maybe someone went in there for resources and creative ideas, but there was no emotions to set the lotions of the motions of growing your pentacles from your creative ideas. It was too much disappointments. Maybe somebody was always like fishing for compliments. That's how they get their fulfillments. So now there seems to be a problem when it comes to maybe the Prince of Cups. Maybe someone trying to offer their love to someone in the past. Could be a past energy, okay? So you look at the flowing of maybe being intuitive to someone, or someone's got an idea, a sparkling love within themselves for someone else. This one, maybe there's an ending, okay? Maybe for a Scorpio, or a desire to end with a Scorpio person, maybe. Or start a new situation with a Scorpio person. Take it as it resonates. So now you can a disappointment when it comes to a romance. It was a disappointment. Okay, it could be a past energy or past feeling. It's a disappointment when it comes to flowing. with maybe someone is not flowing with their intuition, because maybe someone didn't use their intuition, because now we're looking at a situation where someone feels very spiritually gifted, or someone feels telepathically connected to someone. So now we're looking at the flow of the emotions. Someone's learning maybe about love, being studious. Maybe there's a new love, maybe. So someone's learning about someone's foundation. Maybe an earth sign person has to come to the end, a Scorpio. That desire to end, maybe, with a fire sign person. That was a past feeling to end, too much disappointment. It wasn't a romance, it was more probing for resources, endings and stuff. So now we're moving forward. Someone's acting like a bull in a china shop when it comes to groundedness. Maybe someone's running from someone that's not grounded. Is more looking for people to create the stability because they're not stable. When it comes to maybe being neutral with feelings, they don't have the same neutral feelings. There's no comfort when it comes to earthliness, when it comes to molding. Maybe someone has a lack of boundaries when it comes to the sacral chakra, because now we're looking at moving forward. Someone's learning maybe about moving forward. Prince of Distils look like a chariot. Maybe someone's moving forward, learning to move forward with the intuition, putting something to an end, to start a new project again, from the soul of the self. So now we're looking at the Prince of Cups, the Princess and the Princess of Cups. Maybe there's a new foundation because the Empress is in the chariot on the foundation. Maybe the King of Wands, because it is a fire sign person. The truth of the soul when it comes to maybe a past fulfillment was not fulfilled. Someone's not using their intuition but feels intuitively connected to someone, but they had to end maybe monetary matters with an earth sign person that came in with unrequited love. A princess that thinks she's entitled. So now we're looking at using our intuition to make movements to end that desire because there's no feelings. So now maybe you've got the Prince of Cups now with the Princess of Cups. Maybe sharing the same emotions, because now we're looking at options, commitments. Someone, a fire sign person, looked in a cup of love and saw a serpent. So now this is probably that desire to end with an earth sign person. Someone they have to question too much. So now they've gone more into maybe the energy of looking at their own thoughts of expression. Because now someone feels telepathically connected to someone, could be an air sign person, a psychic ability when it comes to spirituality, the divine feminine. Maybe someone was learning when it comes to the reasons and the logic for moving around with someone that's the walking dead. So now someone realized someone's the walking dead, a serpent. So now someone's probably gone within and doing their own self-expression. When it comes to trust, you've got to trust your own intuition. So now maybe someone is learning to balance the feminine and masculine after sadness and judgment of criticism for moving with maybe an earth sign person with someone shut someone's throat chakra off. That's why it has to end. Someone's throat chakra was not open. It's broken. So now someone has to end to start again. And now the throat chakra is open with the power of the soul moving forward. So now someone's got the eagle eye. Someone's probably using the highest self. Because now we're looking at a personal journey. Someone's probably looking at a transformation but trying to stay afloat with the emotions because they're trying to maybe come to peace with learning about someone's emotions. Someone didn't have any emotions. It was like a baseline, isn't it? There's no emotions. So now someone's looking at their own self-expression from the soul of the self. So now someone has that passion to move forward. Someone's thinking maybe, when it comes to maybe the Empress. Because now you have like the Four of Swords. Someone's looking at something very troublesome. Maybe they feel defeated, maybe. Because now we're in the end of thinking when it comes to maybe someone's confidence, when it's bringing about maybe a good fortune. Someone's looking at a new horizon when it comes to maybe the heart. Maybe someone's heart was blocked. So the the throat chakra was not opening because someone's heart is broken because of a past energy of someone just looking for someone for pleasure seeking. So now we see pleasure seeking has become a draining situation when it comes to romance. Someone's in an unrequited love, a base where it was not going nowhere. All right, it was about looking at someone's moving around for someone's foundation. So now we've seen the dove in you. Okay, so now you're looking at maybe a soulmate, maybe for some of you, because now you're looking at the heart. Maybe someone wants to heal with the Empress, look at harmony. Maybe look at a balanced woman when it comes to the feminine and masculine, because that's what they're learning. So in the past feeling, someone's disappointed because they're around someone that's envious and bitter when it comes to creativity. Okay, so now someone is drained maybe when it comes to creative ideas. It keeps having a foundation, but it's not really going anywhere. It's not doing any breakthroughs. Why? Because there's no emotions, man. There's no point in us having a romance. That needs to change. Someone needs to go on their own soul journey to come to creativity when it comes to ideas, to be more maybe autonomous. Because now we're having breakthroughs. Someone's having a breakthrough when it comes to the truth, maybe about the Empress. Because now you're looking at maybe a Knight of Wands. Maybe a Knight of Wands very passionate. Maybe they're thinking when it comes to Libra, how can I balance or unite back with the Empress, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person? Maybe a Knight of Wands is thinking about this. Can I see the passion? They want to go forward to the Empress. They're thinking about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person about being blunt with clarity because she does not chase man. You come with the truth, nothing but the truth. You keep your passion of your sausage outside. Come with the truth. You can't come with the truth, nothing but the truth. You stay in your Knight of Wands position. Someone's very passionate when it comes to maybe being a player. Maybe someone was thinking about that. Somebody was a player, and this is why they're drained over there. Disappointment. When it comes to romance. Maybe when it comes to overindulgence. When it comes to maybe Pisces person. When it comes to maybe too much party, too much secrets, too much rituals. So now someone's in their Pisces energy. You know, someone's gone within themselves and see their own karma. So they had karma results of past issues. Maybe someone had hidden agendas, as we said, hidden, probing. So there was too much secrets, too much ritual, too much cults, too much limitation in someone's institution. So they go around being a social conflict, playing with people's emotions. So now we see the emotions and the lotions of someone, maybe an artistic person. Maybe someone was looking for charity. All right, for creative ideas. They were very dedicated when it comes to maybe draining someone's emotions. You could be thinking about a dreamer, a poet, or maybe a photographer or a director. Maybe looking at trying to be more humble now because you had much disappointment and overindulgence. Maybe you like to play the secret person, but you're not being serious with your spirituality. Simple. So now you're drained. Someone's walking away. Someone needs to walk away from people, things, and places. Maybe a Pisces person or Scorpio person. Maybe they want to go forward to a Scorpio Pisces person. Take it as it resonates, man. But someone's using their emotions to maybe walk forward to stability, to create. Because now we're looking at the Lion, a Leo person. Look at the Leo. Look at the fire of the Lion within oneself. Maybe someone's pulling on someone's passion, fire. But there seems to be an opening. Maybe this masculine's charming. He likes maybe women chasing after him. Because there's lots of serpents chasing after this masculine. Maybe this masculine is hiding for a while to bring back the strength. Because now you see a masculine, a very wise masculine with many wise heads, to bring in opportunities from the intuition. Someone looks like they're blocking their own opportunities when it comes to abundance. maybe you're a Leo person. You're looking at the will of the self. Maybe looking at being very ambitious, very authoritative person. Maybe someone's trying to like use their intuition because they understand maybe the romance they're with. That's their competition. So now someone's looking at maybe a teacher or an actor, or maybe you could be just into athlete. All right, or maybe you can just be into someone that's very confident, very charming, a very good leader. Maybe someone loves the limelight, maybe a Scorpio person or Pisces person, because it seems to be interference and entrapment for a Leo person when it comes to maybe creative ideas. There seems to be an entrapment when it comes to a romance, because now you're looking at the Eight of Swords, interference when it comes to maybe the Eight of Swords. There seems to be interference because someone was overindulgent, maybe a player playing with the Walking Dead, an Earth sign person or a Scorpio person. So now there's disappointment when it comes to breakthrough, sparkling ideas. Something has to come to an end for a new beginning because someone's trapped, man, in their mind. Because now you have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is all about going within and seeing yourself when it comes to self-imposed restrictions, isolations, imprisonment. Someone's going to spiritual prison, earth prison, maybe an earth sign person or Scorpio person because of their actions. When it comes to bringing disappointments, making a plan for creative ideas, using people's emotions. Because now you're looking at 8 again, 8. You could be looking at the pleasure. Somebody's looking at swift movements because somebody was looking for pleasure seeking. They thought that was the end of their rainbow. When it comes to maybe a Sagittarius person, lots of messages going around about a Sagittarius person or an earth sign person. Someone's talking about a triangle when it comes to maybe being stable. These people are not stable. They're in some triangle when it comes to opportunities, when it comes to maybe conversations that are not truthful, they're not honest, they're exaggerated. Someone's looking at maybe the sparks of maybe an end, because there's an ending going around. Someone's exaggerating about someone's money matters. Someone was exaggerating for success and abundance. So now we're looking at a situation where someone was seeking, pleasure seeking, exploring. Now maybe someone's exploring a lawyer now, because now maybe someone's doing some direct talking. Maybe the throat chakra is open, so they've been very honest. Maybe someone was exaggerating, being very irresponsible, because now someone needs to be outspoken. And end with an earth sign person or a foundation with a Leo person or Sagittarius person has to come to an end. It's all about that pleasure seeking, just about pleasure. That's it. An entrapment, interference. You're not interfering with your own foundation. Someone's not building a legacy for them to see their own soul of the self, you know, too much pleasure seeking, too much being everywhere. That means someone can't be by themselves. It looks like it's quite difficult for someone to be by themselves because of past actions, overindulgence, acting like loyalty, honest, truthful. We're all heading in the right direction. Somebody was very enthusiastic. But in the mind of an earth sign person, it was maybe that desire to end a fire sign person. So now we're looking at desires when it comes to maybe swiftness, you know. There's no longer any conjoined feelings or ideas when it comes to combustion. Okay, we're looking at maybe destruction instead. So now maybe this energy is now decreasing, because now you've got swift motions from the energy heading towards a new project maybe, but there was too many different maybe too many hands in one pot. Because now someone's looking at maybe meeting or offering new positions now, maybe a masculine is looking for a new position, or someone's looking for a new position. Maybe a Sagittarius person. So they're coming to an end at work. Comes to monetary matters. Someone's talking about someone's relationship. Someone's talking about the reasons it was about earthly matters. Because now you're looking at purity from maybe the Empress, a divine feminine. Maybe someone's looking at harmony within their own universe of self, because it comes from self-love. Maybe someone wants to unite with the will of the self to create from the power of the soul. All right, remember the soul can create breakthroughs. All right, because it comes from understanding, from the creation. This is probably what the divine feminine thinking about. Understanding, because maybe someone's seeing the love, the beauty, the happiness, the pleasure of not maybe being chased by a serpent, because the Empress doesn't chase. She seeks her own success, her own breakthroughs, because she's focused on her own success and breakthroughs from the soul of the self to give her that backbone to create. So now we're looking at the balance. Could we understand somebody's looking at secrets, illusions, delusions? So we have to bring that balance of the yin and the yang, because what's above is below. We're looking at maybe poetry or poetry, because now we're looking at maybe the Empress when it comes to maybe the good fortune, completion, graciousness, elegance, luxury, the delight of divine feminine. So now we're looking at maybe when it comes to the energy of love, because someone is looking at the universal change, because everything keeps changing in it when it comes, especially when it comes to the acts of love. All acts of love contain a pure joy. So now someone's dying daily. Why? Because there's no love. Love what gives you joy. Love gives you power. Love gives you breakthroughs from the critical thinking of your higher self to create opportunities and breakthroughs away from confusion. Someone's using their higher self. Someone feels like the divine feminine is an archetype of intellectual property. All right. Someone's seeing the value of the divine feminine, because now you're looking at death, maybe, is the curve of the snake. So behind is an opposition, isn't it? So you look at maybe the opposites. All right. So maybe someone's looking at rejoice, transformation, change. Maybe someone's looking at voluntary, even in the case of maybe a logical development from the soul of the self. Maybe someone looking at the existing conditions when it comes to their feelings. So yet maybe there's going to be a sudden, unexpected change, maybe apparent death or destruction, because there's no feelings. So obviously you're going to get frustrated because it's an illusion. You've got to tell the truth to do your clarity, to break through an illusion of disappointment, because someone feels like someone likes someone, but they don't. It was never there. So now we're looking at maybe lust. Somebody went into a lustful situation, and maybe a Leo person, maybe went into unrequited love with disappointing emotions. So now we're looking at lust. Somebody was looking at maybe just lust, the lust over pleasure seeking. So now someone has to end that love, maybe, because it's not love, it's lust that becomes rust to the trust. So that there's no trust. Maybe someone was worshipping someone's name, all right, and maybe a Leo person. Maybe someone was worshipping a Leo way too much. Can I look at maybe the wonders of maybe a Leo person? Okay? Because now maybe you look at in house number 418, but you look at the courage, the strength, and the energy of the actions of a Leo person. When it comes to the passion, maybe someone resorted to magic to keep this masculine in his lust energy for that magical power of lust, isn't it? All right? Because someone feels they're entitled, an earth sign person, the walking dead. Now, someone has to cut off an earth sign person or a Sagittarius person. Because I'm looking at lust has become rust, because there was no trust when it comes to appointments. It becomes disappointments now. Disappointments. Looking at disappointments. Because now maybe someone's looking at their own emotions. Now the throat chakra has to be open, maybe. Pleasure seeking. Just pleasure seeking. For projects. Disappointments now. Swift movements. There was too much swift movement with an earth sign person doing sexual activities. Too much sexual pleasure and no work. So now you're looking at balance, change. Someone's changing. Maybe a Leo person. Maybe he's changing from maybe an earth sign person to create more balance, or a Virgo person changing from a Sagittarius person. When it comes to maybe having their throat chakras open, seeing the cup of love, the cup of life. Maybe someone's learning, being studious and masculine, is learning about their own love, their own emotions, to bring about the soul of the self, to make them go forward. Instead of being a bull in a china shop, they're flowing with the emotions now, because there was no emotions with maybe an earth sign person, a Scorpio person, or Sagittarius person. So now we're seeing the strength of a Leo, a Sagittarius person coming into balance to bring in abundance and success. But abundance and success is coming to an end for an earth sign person or a Sagittarius person. So now we're looking at balancing. Somebody wants to balance because now they're seeing the confidence of maybe the Empress, an air sign person, when it comes to breakthroughs from the soul of the self. Someone's looking at someone very passionately. When it comes to an air sign person, when it comes to plans, ideas, structure. Now look at maybe being more strategic when it comes to maybe your passion. Maybe someone's looking at a passion or a letter that's very passionate. That someone's thinking. Because now we're looking at a truce. Maybe someone wants a truce with the Empress. Because now we're looking at changes. Someone's changing from the serpent. Because now you're looking at the wisdom of the mind. Someone's looking at the mastery of divinity, spiritual leadership. Maybe someone's looking at a spiritual leader from the soul of the self. So now you're looking at the Empress when it comes to divine feminine, the love. Looking at love. Love is on the table. Love is in the air. So far, a Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and Aries. So now somebody probably wants a truce with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, a fire sign person, a player. Because now we're looking at the soul of the self. We're looking at adjustments. We're looking at a Libra person. Something, an imbalance happened. Injustice happened. Maybe the Empress gave out plans and projects and there was an imbalance. Because someone took the plans and the projects and done pleasure seeking and made money behind the back of an Empress. So now somebody probably wants a truce, okay, when it comes to maybe a fortune. Because somebody's bringing about a new horizon. So now look at the realms, all right, of thought and passion from the soul of the self. The soul is in the wisdom for passion. So the passion has become truths. Because now you look at maybe a friend or a partner or maybe a marriage. Maybe someone's looking at their own individual contract with a partner when it comes to maybe pleasure seeking, disappointment. When it comes to maybe a Leo person teaming up with maybe a Scorpio person or an earth sign person or a Sagittarius person. So now you're looking at truth. Maybe someone wants a truth. Maybe the Leo wants a truth. Maybe. So now we're looking at happiness. Someone's seeing their own inner personal purpose from the soul of the self. Remember, the sun gives the earth purpose, its own inner drive. Do you understand? This is why the Empress understands about universal language. She doesn't chase the sun. Do you understand, right? The sun's there. You don't chase the divine masculine. Leave him where he is. When he's ready to see his own will, his own self-motivation, he will join forces. Until then, she turned her back. You can be a player with your little idiot girl them. When it comes to Genevieve Nadja and all your other little idiot little people them. Alright? I have no behavior. I don't know where you're going with no feelings. Hurt people, I guess. Now someone's looking at their reasons and logic behind maybe being a player. It's not making no damn sense. All you're doing is wasting. You're gaining money. I'm working. I'm too busy working. And then by the time you're working and you're a player, you're losing your money. Why? Because you're pleasure seeking with your player bitches. Do you understand? Not deeply right, making no damn sense. So now you're looking at maybe the sun of the fifth, all right? Maybe looking at happy times. Maybe someone's illuminating, all right, when it comes to maybe their own joy. Maybe someone's excited, maybe a Leo person when it comes to awakening. Maybe someone's awakening when it comes to an alchemist. Maybe someone's channeling their energy, all right, when it comes to maybe a truce with a Queen of Cups. Someone thinks a Queen of Cups is very loving, very nurturing, very psychic, very intuitive. We're looking at someone, okay, that's maybe ending. Because now you're looking at give forth thy light without no doubt. Because doubt has become drought. Because someone thought pleasure seeking was a good appointment. No, it's become a disappointment because the player is now understanding you just wasted your whole emotions on someone that had no emotions for you in the first place. So someone went working hard, boy, to work hard to plant someone's foundation that don't even like that person. So look at every ending as a new beginning, because at thy art has become an art of thought, of doubts, of appointments, of disappointments. Becomes every ending as a new beginning, that desire. Someone has that desire for a change, all right? Because now we're looking at creativity, every ending as a new beginning. Because now we're looking at the Ace of Wands, the power of the self, the passion has become anger and bitterness. Because someone has to end maybe another appointment. Because it's a disappointment. Somebody wants to change by using their intuition. Someone's learning about someone very intuitive. Because now you're looking at two souls, two telepathic people. Maybe you're looking at maybe balancing the feminine and masculine energy within you to find out you have that very powerful soul. Now maybe you want a truce because there was a web of opportunities when it comes to expansion. Maybe someone feels like the Emperor is very fruitful, very abundant. So now you're looking at the heart at the seat of the soul, because what you sow is what you reap. Someone's probably looking at maybe the clouds in it are too loud because it's the shadows, and there's no doubt of the matter of thy art is a piece of thought. So maybe someone's making a speech. Maybe someone's in silence trying to make a speak, and now we see the energy of stillness. Because now the twins are forming. Thy art they shall play. Maybe someone wants to play with the divine feminine, feel like it's a soulmate. Because now you see two twins are forming. Thy art shall play. I want to play with you, divine feminine. I'm sorry about fucking up our structure, our stability, because I was a walking climate change of a community penis. And I got myself caught up with a walking mattress, an earth sign person. So now you're looking at glory, gain, and the pain of the groin. Then you're looking at riches, we're looking at triumph, we're looking at pleasure, we're looking at maybe being very frank. Do you understand? I think this is what this problem is with these people, because they want people's plans and ideas. They maybe don't want to say nothing, so they drain their own emotions. Divine feminine gave a fuck who you are, your name, or your pleasure. She's telling you the exact how you feel, how she feels. If you like it, you don't like it, oh well. Because she has her own abundance, her own power. She has her own clarity, her own wisdom, her own power, and her own wisdom. She don't need no walking community penis. So now you're looking at shamelessness now, because the truth is out. Because someone's being very frank. Maybe someone's very shameless, very arrogant. Because someone's into vanity when it comes to their manifestations. Do you understand? Maybe someone's recovering from sickness. All right? Because wickedness is sickness. Do you understand? So now you're looking at maybe sometimes it can be a sudden death as well, maybe for some people. But now you're looking at creativity. Focus on your creativities, okay? You can make major breakthroughs, clarities, because now you're inspired to take action, that passion to take action, okay? Because now you're looking at maybe the son of the prince, of the queen. Because now you're looking at the divine feminine, divine masculine. You're looking at maybe he wants to win her back, maybe. Because this also looks like the chariot, two chariots. Something about movements, learning with an earth sign person, about maybe telepathic communication, juggling these projects behind the Empress's back. So basically the Emperor is fucking his Karmic while talking about his Empress. And the Karmic sucking his cock while he talks about his Empress. Because this earth sign person or Scorpio person or Sagittarius person, they don't have no self-awareness, no self-respect. And they're going to bring disappointment to their own emotions because of the way of these women do romance. It's more lust. It's lust. They're the walking dead. They don't have nothing underneath that dress. It's just a fucking skeleton. No flesh, no soul, no nothing, just dead. It's a dead walking fucking mattress. So now you're looking at maybe someone's going forth to carry out, maybe to bring about their own powerful energy, to understand or learn about their own powerful energy. Maybe someone's looking at going forth and carrying out combined energy of his parents. Maybe he's following his parents' footsteps. You know, you can have 10 wives and live with one that you don't really like. The one that says, go on your knees. I thought I saw you from somewhere before. Ah, come here to me, my son. So now someone's looking at maybe someone's being a masculine, being more active when it comes to the issue of their unions, all right? Or maybe they're manifesting, okay, his actions when it comes to consequences and more enduring than his forebearers. So his maybe recognizing his love is more stronger than his forefathers. Maybe he's seeing the passion of maybe a rare connection when it comes to maybe being telepathically connected to someone. So now maybe someone wants a truth because they see a horizon. Because now maybe someone's highlighting because they're thinking, resting, talking to God. It's like their cousin of death. Four of Swords, retreat, renewal, solitude, recover. Maybe someone's recovering from maybe travels, sexual adventures. Because now you look at manifestation. Maybe someone, maybe a fire sign focus on their creativity. Because they see a vision with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person when it comes to maybe plans, ideas, clarity, breakthroughs. You have to have the intellectual property, the mastery of the thought of the mind fowl to bring about solid creative ideas, breakthroughs. So now we're looking at creative ideas becoming breakthroughs. Somebody wants a truth maybe. Because now you're looking at the true self when it comes to the meaning of the true will, of the passion of the fire sign and the air sign. Because now you're looking at maybe someone's looking at a formula. So someone wants to create freely, joyfully. Maybe someone wants to divide, maybe information and creative ideas. Can I look at the skills of the skull, of the wisdom? We're looking at maybe being electrified when it comes to being craft. We don't want to be around crafty people. We're looking at the craft to bring about the wisdom to create solid ideas. Maybe you're looking at maybe a con artist, maybe being very deceitful. Someone was thieving from a fire sign person. It's been highlighted. Sometimes it can be like a cult of wisdom or power or something, a quick impulsive decision. Maybe someone had a brainwave, or maybe someone is maybe implying messages or business transitionings. Now we're looking at interference when it comes to maybe learning about intelligence, okay, with the matter of the head. Someone don't have no head over their son. All they use their head is for to suck Adiwali's cock, Genevieve Nadia. That's all she use their head for. She don't have no wisdom. All she use that head for is go ton, in and out, in and out, in and out, with that mouth barking up the wrong tree. Bark, bark, bark. Barking, lurking. Okay, so now I have two colors. We have green, we have blue. All right, I'm going to take a few seconds. All right, remember the color we have. Let's practice our intuition to make breakthroughs. We don't want to always rely on tarot readers. Rely on your own self, okay? Not rely on your own soul, all right? I don't want you to keep coming back every minute to get affirmations from me. I want you to understand your own intuition, your own willpower, so you can go in within yourself, all right, to create your own fresh hopes. You can take chances from the soul of the self. You can make your plans and make your adventures a beautiful beginning, all right? So take a few seconds to look at this, or you can pause, all right, the video, and when you're ready, let's go. With blue or green, okay? Which color is coming out of my hand, all right? Blue or green? We're looking at green. Okay, so you could be thinking about a Virgo person, okay? You can think about Virgo, maybe looking at work, maybe looking at maybe a Leo person, maybe think about a Leo person at work. Maybe look at a situation, okay? Because maybe you had green come out. Well done to those who said green. You're using your intuition. Keep practicing your intuition, my darlings, okay? Because now you're looking at maybe a Leo person. All right, look at the will of the self, look at your ambition. Maybe look at being very authoritative. This could be a very charming masculine that has a lot of women chasing. But the divine feminine Empress does not chase. Like with myself, my masculine said he was an hour away from my house. I didn't see that man for 13 years. It was a free ride as well. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Where he was, it was free to go. I said, really? You can stay right there because I ain't chasing you. Genevieve Magic can chase you. Or this water sign can chase you. Or the Sagittarius can chase you. That's not my style. And it wasn't 13 years ago. It ain't going to be now. All right? So now someone's looking at maybe a secret. All right? Now you're looking at maybe the will of the self when it comes to the power of the self. Maybe someone's looking at work when it comes to being a very good leader. Maybe looking at someone that loves the limelight, because fire signs are supposed to love the limelight, especially if you're Leo. All right? Because now you're looking at maybe dignified. Because now you're looking at justice. Someone's very disappointed. All right, so now maybe someone's looking for a solution when it comes to balancing the feminine masculine energy. Someone's very disappointed when it comes to the tree of life. Maybe someone thought they learned. Maybe a Sagittarius person thought they knew about the golden age. You don't know about nothing. Because someone feels like because maybe they're old, all right, they're wise. No, maybe not. Maybe not. So someone's looking at balance. Maybe someone's seeking a balanced solution, all right? Because maybe someone's looking for support. And that's going for a legal matter. Maybe with a Virgo person or Scorpio person. Take it as it resonates at work. Because someone was looking at someone's work. Maybe someone's looking at someone's analytical property from the divine feminine. They're very dedicated to duplicate, to copy and paste. Now looking at maybe discriminating. Maybe it comes to the efforts behind the back of the Empress. You could be a writer. Or maybe you're a policeman, maybe looking at maybe going to court. You could be a barrister, a lawyer, or you could be a doctor, a dentist. We look at the health of someone's consciousness or someone's feelings. Somebody was playing with someone's feelings to give them help at work when it comes to logical, practical, okay? And now we're looking at maybe a law, a legal matter, when it comes to maybe someone not being responsible. We've all got to be responsible for our actions and be accountable for our actions because every action has a reaction. Now, maybe someone's being very overly critical when it comes to maybe someone's intellectual property, but they didn't mind using it to make money. So now someone's in a karmic debt. Can now look at justice, every cause and effect, maybe win-win solution. Because now the truth is out, all right? Maybe about a Scorpio person, okay? About creative ideas or a Sagittarius person. Because now we're looking at when it comes to maybe... when it comes to stability, a pathway to stability, a pathway to balance. It became a death threat when it comes to maybe a Scorpio, that desire from an earth sign person, all right, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, all right, someone that was in unrequited love. But now we're looking at maybe a situation where now maybe someone's made that decision. It's time to say bye. Someone's got to walk away because now someone's looking at maybe an air sign person that's very individual person, a very unique person. Maybe someone's looking at someone's intuitive side when it comes to creation, to do expansion, the urge to create when it comes to self-expression. Someone's looking at maybe the inspiration or maybe looking at a rebel. So now we're making breakthrough when it comes to society structure to become independent and original. Okay, so someone has a calling, all right. Then I look at the angels. There seems to be an angel calling for your purpose. So now you have to use your inspiration from the soul of the self. Listen to your own inner voice and pay attention to the details when it comes to maybe an earth sign person, a Sagittarius person. Okay, because they have that desire to hold on to the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, they have that desire, all right, for greed. Okay, so these are serpents. These are grand reapers that have no emotion. They see people as property, as possessions for their purpose, for their purse pussy. Let's keep it real. Look at karmics. Looking at maybe a Virgo person or a Taurus person or a Capricorn person. Because now we're looking at the end of someone wants to end. That's their judgment, that's the decision, that's the final calling. They need to end. Maybe someone's seeing the possibilities of their own emotions. Because now we've got emotions now once we have clarity. Because someone's made their judgment. So now they're looking at the possibilities of the universe flowing through them by listening to the intuition. There seems to be a third party person in this triangle trying to do the most madness, judgment, death, unalignment for projects, for information, because they're money hungry, disappointed with their own life. Someone doesn't have a purpose, so they're very disappointed. That's why they got this energy of maybe destruction. So now we're looking at a judgment, clarity, okay? Because now someone's got clarity, a final decision. Someone has a wake-up call, all right? Because now someone's found their purpose. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Now we're looking at maybe a situation where someone has a calling. They have to listen to their own inspiration of the soul of the self and listen to your own inner voice. Pay attention to details. Because someone had that desire to end, okay? But maybe a legal matter. Because they found a solution to a disappointment. It was an earth sign person and a Sagittarius person. Alright? A Taurus or Capricorn person. We all know that Genevieve Nudge is a fucking idiot. Alright? So now we're looking at maybe a fire sign person, a fire sign. The Emperor. Adiwale Kinmobaji. Seen his purpose as the Emperor. Now he's sitting beside the Empress. Now looking at maybe the Prince of Cups. An Aries person, an Aries Leo Sagittarius person. Look at the soul of the self. Look at the power of maybe the Chariot, the movement. When it comes to self-expression, all right. When it comes to the truth, maybe someone's at truce with the Empress, and the Empress turned her back to the Emperor because she's not playing with him. She ain't got time for this foolishness, wasting time because you want to be Genevieve Nudge's little purse pussy. I ain't got time for that. So now you're looking at maybe someone's conscious mind. Okay, now we're looking at healing, love, harmony, balance. But it seems to be an energy of a Scorpio person, creating envy, bitterness, or maybe a Taurus person or a Sagittarius person. So now we're looking at love. Love of creation, love of beauty, love of things, love of planet. So now looking at the Empress when it comes to maybe success. Someone's looking at maybe Seven of Wands. Maybe someone's defending or seeing the Empress defending, doing self-defense, protection against her own intellectual property, against the competition. A fire sign person brought a competition with his walking penis. And now we're looking at Ace of Swords, man. Heartbreak. Broke the Empress's heart, man. Bring stagnations, obstacles, delays. Somebody wants to do unalignments, doing freaking dark spiritual practices, you name it, because people can't take up after themselves. Pleasure seeking. So now we're looking at the energy of breakthroughs when it comes to maybe clarity, when it comes to mastery of divinity. We're looking at using our highest self when it comes to leadership. Maybe someone's in that energy of doing self-expression when it comes to trust. Because maybe someone's sad about their own judgment. All right, because they made a decision that was wrong based on unrequited love. We're looking at the connection, all right, between the divine. We're looking at our highest self. We're looking at the newness. We're looking at the innocence of maybe an Empress, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. We're looking at maybe an inexperienced person when it comes to maybe a Sagittarius person, when it comes to love, when it comes to information about the Empress, all right? The Empress gets downloads from God. Clarity, all right? There's not no Western Empress when you're just in some fucking castle going around saying, go and wash my feet. And just go around shaking people's hand, acting like I'm doing something for the people then. Listen, we don't do illusions around here. So now someone's looking at justice after a judgment, a solution, all right, to a problem. There seems to be a decision. We have authority, power. We have beauty of divine feminine, divine masculine. We're looking at clarity. We're looking at maybe the connection to divine. Okay, so now you're looking at your crown chakra. Your crown chakra. Your crown chakra. Do you understand? This is why masculine needs to go into their energy of masculine and feminine. Why? The woman represents the dark and the man represents the light. Is the white. There you go. So masculines, you need to go, well, you don't need to, but you should go into your emotions. You should never let someone take your voice away. No. Stand on business, baby. So now we're looking at maybe someone in authority and power. Because now we're looking at the passion of maybe the emperor. All right. Because now we're looking at 5. Someone feels a 5 of cups, all right? A loss, grief, regret, feeling of abandoned, unloved by a fire sign person. Here today, gone tomorrow, went very swiftly. Now, maybe a fire sign person feels very unloved now. Why? Because he went to a serpent, a Taurus, a Capricorn person, or a Pisces person. So now you're looking at the hermit. Someone's gone within and done their own clarity. Now my bloody things are falling down when it comes to my own cards. Can I look at the house of cards are falling down for someone now? Because it wasn't about love. It was about unrequited love for the passion of probing for someone's resources. So now we're looking at maybe the hermit. Maybe you're a Virgo person, you've gone within, you've done your own clarity on your crush, or maybe on your own personal truth when it comes to maybe spiritual illumination. Maybe you've illuminated when it comes to an appointment, it's become very disappointed. When it comes to the checkers, maybe someone has a flat chest and always looking for compliments with a fat-chested cow. When it comes to maybe unrequited love, someone doesn't have no intuition, boy. So what they're going to be doing, disappointments. They need people with intuition to bring about their balance. And someone's not balanced, someone brings imbalance when it comes to their pathway. All right. Somebody went to unrequited love when it comes to balance, when it comes to stability. Someone's not stable with their emotions. And we're looking at maybe a Prince of Ilya, Genevieve, Nadia. There you go, unrequited love with a duppy. So we're looking at maybe a lawsuit because it was lust. All right, there was no trust. Okay, because there was no emotion. There's no emotion when it comes to ground shit. Somebody wants to act like she was Wonder Woman. Look at me, I'm Wonder Woman. Come and learn about me. I'm the student. I'm the one you should come to, the Prince of bullshit. So now we're looking at maybe someone was maybe learning about a new job because they wanted for a pay rise, money, news. So now maybe they're going for illegal. Now looking at litigation. Someone probably got a letter about litigations. Maybe a toy for a Capricorn person, a businesswoman you're dealing with, or you could be dealing with Genevieve, Nadia. All right? So now looking at disappointment when it comes to an earth sign person. Okay? They need to be about themselves. Okay? Because they were challenging disappointments because they were looking for unalivement. That was their decision. This is attempted murderer. All right? So now we're looking at maybe someone that's inexperienced. When it comes to business, creative idea, comes to the soul of the seal. Look at someone who thinks they're very entitled because they think they're a princess, Wonder Woman. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Look at collaboration with a King of Wands. King of Wands went flying over. Genevieve, look, darling, here I am. She said, screw it. I don't even like you, bitch, but come forward. He said, don't worry. I'm just looking back at the Empress saying, bye, Empress. Bye. So the Empress had to defend herself. And now they want to look back about truth. When he's done a sexual adventure with Genevieve, Nadia, learning about the Empress while he's sucking his cock. That don't make no fucking sense. This is why this person is a prince or princess, a prince of pentacles. Never gonna be a fucking businesswoman ever in her life. Collaboration. Somebody, maybe King of Wands, he's looking back. All right, maybe about his intuition. Okay, if he wants to play stupid games, what monkey do? Monkey say, innit? So now you're looking at maybe running forward to Dottie, Genevieve, Nadia. Oh, yeah! A backstabbing little slag. So now you're looking at maybe this Adiwali Kinyobaji. He backstabbed me, betrayed me, a curious person for a low-down, dirty, stinking squallower, Genevieve, Nadia. So now we're looking at painful ending for the Emperor. You keep looking back, my friend. Yeah, I'm backstabbing her just for you so you can feel good, Genevieve, Nadia. So you can feel like in top of the world, you're the center of motherfucking attention, baby. Don't worry. We'll backstab the Empress, a generally crazy person. We don't care. No feelings. Never mind. So now you're looking at maybe Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, my lovely, is all about patience, hard work. What you say is what you reap. They bring delayed success to the Empress. Maybe they want a truce now because Genevieve Nadia ain't shit. She ain't shit without me. Just a piece of shit on my shoe that won't motherfucking go. Where we know this Genevieve Nadia from? Oh yeah, dreams, bingo. Now maybe someone's going around saying, no, darling, I'm famous. She's jealous of me, darling. Oh, protect me, Addy. Oh, protect me, Addy, darling. Oh, go and suck your mum, Genevieve Nadia. Go and suck your blood clot mother and go and get my motherfucking money you stole from my ideas. You can, and then you can go back and suck Addy Wali's dick as long as you like, baby. Just keep my motherfucking intellectual property out of your hand and your mouth. Go and get my money. That's all I care about. So now you're looking at truce. So now you're looking at maybe backstabbing people. All right? No feelings. All they done was backstab the Emperor. There you go. That's all they did. So now you're looking at the Prince of Cups. Want to do a truce now to the Emperor. Looking back at maybe his promiscuous side. Uh-oh. I went and committed a foundation for a whore that should have been a fuck. But I went to the Empress and treated her like a fuck. And I went around telling people she was a fuck and I don't know that pum pum. But my pum pum knows you though, baby. Remember that. The Empress. Don't fuck with me. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. Genevieve treated you like a fuck though for a sexual adventure to make sure you pay for her flights to go back and forth from Lagos, Nigeria, London, LA. Addy love, come and help me use your penis to write my Addy love when it comes to my part of Lionheart and my part when it comes to, we never met by chance or whatever, or Genevieve's success to philosophy. Oh, darling, is it really? Your success through philosophy? Let's see that theory now then, bitch. Tonight, look at the Prince of Cups, looking back at maybe his past action when it comes to his options. Now he feels drained. 5 of Cups now. What goes around comes around. Because now he blocked the Empress. And now he feels like he can't go forward. Why? Because he went for a Taurus person, a peasant, 5 of Pentacles, a Taurus, sex. Sexual adventure with a Taurus person. Because a Taurus person was fearing going bankrupt, being left out in the cold. Because they're not intuitive. They don't have any intellectual property within themselves. They don't believe in God. Don't get me started, Aliwali Kimabaji. Control your fucking muppet over there, my friend. Because every day will blow that bitch apart with the truth. Don't ever think you can bring a fucking idiot girl like Genevieve Nudge to think that you can ever be a competition to me. Now, I got to defend myself because you went to be a fucking promiscuous community penis with a fucking walking mattress that can't look after a fucking cell. Now she wants unalivement. Her decision was unalivement for me. Now I got to defend myself while you're raining on that woman, while you're doing your fucking golden shower, pissing on that bitch because she will do anything for motherfucking money. Anything for money. There you go. Now you got to balance that temptation, baby. Look at Earth Angel was blocked by for a 5-sign person because he went to look after a Taurus person. And a Taurus person, again, 5 of Cups. Didn't even fucking like him in the first place. A Leo person. There you go. Now the truth is out about the lust. It's going to become rust because there's no trust. Do you understand? Love allows you to grow, my darling. Love don't bring no trust and rust and all that madness because you've lost a screw loose. Always got them titties out. Always lust. There you go. Lusty, busty, dirty. Genevieve Nudge. Always got her titties out. Always got something out. Always. Because she's a hoe. She's the industry's walking mattress. And that's what Adiwali likes. That's what you can get. So now you're looking at the Queen of Cups. Maybe you're looking at the Queen of Cups. Maybe. When it comes to maybe 2 alchemists. Now you're looking at, Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. Oh, yeah, there you go. A very loving person. Maybe King of Wands, keep looking back at Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. Then now you're looking at maybe 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands, my darling, all right, it's all about maybe self-defense, protection against the competition. Because now we're looking at, 5 of Wands, sorry, 5 of Wands. A plan was executed for unaliveness endings for a Leo person from a Genevieve Nadia. Oh, yeah, the plan was executed, my friend, because they wanted money, projects, information. Oh, yeah. So now you're looking at 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands, my darling, is rivalry. He went running to his rivalry. Oh, yeah. Now he created his own obstacles when it comes to the soul of the self. And now the rivalry, never mind Sagittarius, never mind. Conflict is you as well. I give it, I take it. You lot are too fast. Too fast, boy. Too many lovers, juggling. Oh, yeah. Juggled, Aquarius person, backstabbing, went to a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, thinking that she likes me. No, she didn't like you, baby. She just liked sucking that cock. So you can give information and creative ideas. There you go. So there was no fulfillment. 5-5. No fulfillment, baby. Because a Taurus person never liked you in the first place. Just drained your motherfucking energy for no reason. Look, no emotions. So how was you planting your foundation, my friend? How was you making flowers? Oh, yeah, bleeding out now, innit? Bankruptcy. Maybe for some of you. Why? Because you went on a sexual adventure with a Taurus person. There you go. Never mind. Juggling your lovers. Maybe looking at maybe the strength of 2. It's just backstabbing. These 2 are fucking stupid anyway. I don't know how you can lay down with someone that don't like you. for so long. Take away the witch spell shit. I don't care, man. If you're telepathically connected to someone for 5 fucking years, 5 fucking years, why would you lay down with Genevieve Nudger still in the same motherfucking bed? Why couldn't you phone me and say, do you know what? Or email, I'm with someone. Maybe we catch up later. That's adults. These lot are fucking blood clot children. Pleasure seeking. Pleasure seeking. Her sex must be fucking out of this world. Freaky deaky shit, boy. She must be one of them freaky fucking people that love suck head. Freaky, man. Too many fucking lovers. Look at that. Now he wants to hide away from a lover. Now look. Because you want to bite up your blood clot now. Hiding. Good, says you right. Maybe Sagittarius person's hiding now. Hiding now, boy. Because now you're looking at the higher priestess. There you go. She's created her own Ace of Pentacles. Thank you very much. While the Prince of Swords, maybe a Gemini person is looking back at his Ace of Pentacles using his own intuition. Maybe he feels very connected, maybe, to someone, an earth angel. He's looking at a secret. Because we're looking at secrets. When it comes to the moon, people like their secrets, yeah? All right? But secrets have consequences because love, they always say love attracts love, innit? Well, secrets attract secrets. Hate attracts hate, innit? There you go. So hate people, hurt people. What a stupid. No, I don't like that saying. I don't think it's the most pathetic saying in my whole life. Keep your friends far, but your enemy closer. All right, then. He had Genevieve in his bed. If I didn't have that dream about him, Adiwa would be dead a long time. I saw it in my dream. She wanted him dead. I saw it. And now she wants me dead. I heard it in my dream a couple of weeks ago. I said, because of you, Adiwa, in your body, Genevieve Nudger wants me dead. So now we're looking at lovers. We're looking at maybe God's voice of love when it comes to maybe shining from the soul. You know, someone didn't hear their own soul of the self. So now you're looking at maybe the sense of maybe a python, a voice of reason. Maybe looking at simplicity, or maybe listening to the silence. Maybe being more open to the inspiration of love through the intuition. When it comes to the highest intellectual, emotional intelligence. They don't have no emotional intelligence. How can you make major breakthroughs with plans? How can you make plans to make major breakthroughs if you don't have no emotional intelligence? No emotional motherfucking intelligence. This is why they're broke when it comes to emotions. They're broke when it comes to intuition. They're broke when it comes to the truth. I don't know where these people thought Genevieve Nudger was some fucking inspiration commodity. What, because you had about 10 people helping her with Lionheart and fucking, what do you call it again? We never met by chance. You lot are not it for me, boy. Backstab all you like, because I've learnt my lesson. I'm moving motherfucking forward. These people are weird, man. So now looking at selfishness, childishness. We're looking at maybe people that have no fucking thoughts. Maybe looking at maybe divorce from the practical consideration of people's being impulsive decisions. Just running impulsively. Oh, Genevieve, you're broke. Let me come and help you. Let me help you. I've been broke for how long? How long? In a broke down house with no motherfucking hot water? And you're more worried about blood clot Genevieve Nudger. I'm so glad you did that, boy. Because now you see how powerful I am by myself. And someone said it to me years ago, 13 years ago, my masculine first left. I went and found this tarot reading people. I don't know why. I wasn't even into that shit back then, but I was into numerology. I like that sort of shit, or like feng shui. And they said to me, don't worry about him. You'll probably never see him again. You know how powerful? You're more powerful than him. Much more powerful, baby. And it goes to prove. He went for a 2-line whore. And I said to him, I went to Canada. And I realised in England, we don't have no drive-through coffee shops. We could have been the first in Europe. He said, fuck that. Even though he saw me drawing out pictures and all sorts, sending it to him. Oh, I love what you're doing over there. No, he was too busy fucking Genevieve Nudger. Too busy chasing Genevieve Nudger. Because Genevieve Nudger can't look after her fucking self. Now go and get my money, Genevieve Nudger. So now we're looking at maybe union. Alright, maybe looking at the union. Because someone's unstable. And they want to copy and paste their foolishness saying you've got unstable emotions. No, what you went to chase for is unstable, my friend. Don't ever disrespect me in your life. So now maybe look at a Leo person when it comes to the lovers. Maybe explore, maybe if we're highlighting, because now you're looking at the Hierophant. We're looking at being spiritually guided when it comes to a burden, when it comes to maybe someone's fucking choices, when it comes to Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is all about maybe patience, hard work, delayed success. With a Taurus person says you motherfucking right. And now they're looking at Ace of Cups. There's no love over there. Oh, she's worth fighting for, darling, to do projects. All right, social projects in 13 years. What the fuck have you got to show us apart from other people's shit that she can't do? Oh, look at me on this picture. Look at me. Look at all these men digging out the soil from my ideas, my plans, my everything. Because this bitch can't do shit by herself. Genevieve, I'm after you every motherfucking day until you're in the paper for the right reasons. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can suck Addy Wali's cock all you like, but leave my shit out of it. What the fuck has it got to do with me? Oh yeah, because I'm the commodity, I'm the value, I'm the worth. Let's hide it, Addy. Please hide it. Don't say nothing, Addy, because I want to be commodity, Addy. I want to be on that platform, Addy, because I am the one that made breakthroughs with Lionheart, whatever, Genevieve, Nadia. You like to pour your own motherfucking comments all over the place. There you go, Leo person. Let's see what's going on now. Oh yeah, Seven of Cups. Too many fucking choices. Illusions. Illusion with his lover. Massive motherfucking illusion. So now you're looking at maybe Seven of Cups. Oh yeah, Seven of Cups. All about too many motherfucking choices, commitment issues, you name it. And now he's got his own issue in his tissue when it comes to Genevieve Nadia. Oh, she's worth fighting for, darling. Oh yeah, I'm so Niger that she's got company house in the UK. She's done it with 2 other African people. Oh yeah, man and a woman. Oh yeah, that was a failure. Oh yeah, it was a real estate, wasn't it, Genevieve Nadia? It was a failure, a dormant company. Oh yeah, a production company in Peckham. Oh yeah, I think it was Peckham or Putney, one of them. Oh yeah, another dormant company in England. Oh yeah, another dormant company. But she's fucking commodity. And she's signed up with fucking people like Cardi B's agent. Imagine that. A motherfucking failure. That gift of that gab. That pussy really fucking worked around the circuit, baby. Look at manipulation from a Taurus person. And now we look at the Princess of Cups. Someone loving. And Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. And we're looking at maybe their work. Maybe someone's looking at maybe the 8 of Pentacles. Maybe someone wants to come and work with the Empress. Because now they're looking at maybe marriage, stability. Now you're looking at maybe this 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is ambition when it comes to having clarity about the divine. We're looking at God. In my dream, Genevieve Nadia said, is God real? So you're not allowed to question because you stole from Addy Wali, Kenya Baji, Sound. The King of Swords was looking back maybe at such a Sagittarius person when it comes to his own, what you said, what you fucking reap. Maybe he's working out maybe about a 5-sign person. So now maybe this King of Swords is looking at maybe his own options when it comes to walking away from people, things, and places. Because now he feels like, uh-oh, a Taurus person, when it comes to the energy, is a fucking dark entity, a fucking demon. So now someone's angry about God's 2 of Cups, because we just saw God's 2 of Cups, all right? There's God, my God card. Because now we're looking at God is probably saying, walk away from the devil, all right? So now you see the devil. When it comes to God's 2 of Cups, King of fucking Cups is there as well with his blood clot 6 of fucking Swords, difficulties when it comes to the heart of the self. They're just looking for inheritance. They're just looking for a legacy. That was their insight for their ships to come through. Maybe someone's drowning their emotions now. Because now you're looking at alchemists. Because now you're looking at someone's work, maybe, when it comes to someone being very independent. Maybe looking at maybe the Princess of Wands. Maybe a Sagittarius person making maybe breakthroughs, maybe when it comes to maybe a wish fulfillment. Maybe someone's looking at maybe an Ace of Wands when it comes to maybe, you lot are just too nasty, man. I can't, you lot are thinking about the Empress though when it comes to balancing, when it comes to maybe a karmic to destiny. Because now you're looking at maybe the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is all about victory, rewards, when it comes to combination. Oh boy, at work, collaboration at work. But something seems to be splitting at work. Because somebody's got different, they're not on a common ground. Someone's healing. A crazy person is healing because they realize they're doing a collaboration with a Taurus Capricorn person at work. A famous person. Now they're looking at a Aquarius person with different perspective. when it comes to someone's lying, stealing, cheating, acting like a friend. They're probably in that past emotions. When you're looking at the tree of life, they don't have no purpose, upside down. Maybe you're looking at messages when it comes to maybe entrapment. Maybe a Virgo masculine is looking at maybe Four of Cups. No empathy. For a Taurus person in this institution, they're exhausting. Because now you're looking at what you sow is what you reap. So someone's drowning in their emotions. Because someone's looking at a new cup of love. Because someone brought a stalemate to a Leo person. When it comes to the strength of someone's decision, it went into a Tower moment, a shocking one. Someone's having a very massive change because someone wasn't balancing. They wasn't with their divine feminine in this house building or this tower, because the Tower moment is false allegations. It's like David Cameron when it came to like Grenfell Tower. They knew 10 years prior that this company in America on the stock market, this is only half an hour of the film that I got, you know, by the way, so don't quote me. So my mind keeps decoding things. I've always been like that from a child, so I can't really watch things for too long sometimes. I get distracted. I didn't have the right book and pens, and I was just running out of space, so I had to stop that as well. So he was saying, right, he doesn't want companies to look at regulations. So if you want to do a new regulation, you've got to scrap an old one. But when it comes to regulations, it does not come to par with business people. This is where maybe NHS is going down, because every year they do a bidding, in it. Do you know what I mean? For these private companies. Now, they're not coming with the right regulations for their people's safety. It's regulations for their pocket. So this is where the foundation of a tower went up, because they're looking for, these businessmen are obviously as well trying to keep up with the Jezebels. So this is where the Jezebel comes in, the Delilahs come in, because that's the devil energy, the players come in, or the Genevieve Nudges that come in. Now you're looking at regulations. That's the same thing with maybe oil and gas. When it comes to Nigeria, all right? They had this big thing in Nigeria when it comes to BP, or is it Shell, one of them. It's their foreign regulations that's fucking up Africa. But these people say they're Niger, they know it all. All right, you know it all, but you're sitting there talking on behalf of a water aid. But I thought you're a commodity. Where's your own water aid agency for your own company? No, we're always looking for other people's resources. That's the mind of this Jezebel. Always looking for people's resources. Do you understand? You got man talking about we need period pads in Africa. That she should be talking about period pads. Oh yeah, because you're too privileged, isn't it? We don't talk about fart. We don't talk about fuck. We don't talk about nothing like that. Because Genevieve is too perfect, baby. She don't have period. She don't. She's a granny cow. She got man talking about it though. Man needs to go and figure out man's problems. That's not a man problem. Unless I'm fucking stuck in that bed and you're going shop to buy me my pads. I don't need you to talk about pads for me, my friend. Go on, Genevieve. Talk about how the women need pads. I ain't heard you open up that mouth. No, because she's a selfish little bitch. Selfish little bitch. She don't care about no one but her fucking self. Tower moment, anyway. Now you look at the chariot. Only the emperor and the empress can go in the chariot. Can I look at the universe? We're looking at universal love, all right? The universe works with you, not against you. Looking at putting in all the cosmos in you, all right? Because now you're looking at maybe when it comes to the emperor, thou shalt not be a fault or foundation to the universe. Someone's probably found out by themselves that they have every star within themselves, all right? And now you look at achieving every possibility when it comes to the emperor. You look at war, look at conquest, look at victories, look at strife, look at ambition, look at original, authentic self. Who are you when it comes to Earth ID? Great, I'm an actor. Great. Who are you on Earth? Right, I'm a mother. Queen of Cups. Good. Great. Who are you when it comes to spirituality? What is your spiritual ID? What is your authenticity? Don't listen to capitalism. Oh, I'm the emperor, real life emperor from past life. They'll tell you, no, it doesn't fit capitalism, does it? We're not here to fit into social structure. We're here to fit in for heaven on earth. God structure, not Genevieve structure or shallow person structure. We're here for God structure, whether you like it or not. I don't care. I don't care. Do you understand? right? I only care about God and what God thinks. We're looking at someone very stubborn, all right? We're looking at impracticality with rashness, ill-tempered people. Because now you're looking at maybe a situation where someone's looking at the universe does not work against you. Maybe it's time to maybe treat the universe how it's meant to be treated, with respect, because the universe can do about you, humans. But humans, ask yourself, can you do about the universe? It's not just about, bombing. It's your energy that's also doing invisible bombing to the universe. So now we're having floods, we're having earthquakes, we're having sudden deaths. Because you're understanding, when you use your voodoo foolishness, or even your dark fucking, I don't know, your evil thoughts, is making destruction in yourself and outside of yourself. Now, someone that have no emotions, man. So how can you say, oh, I love you, Rita, my senorita, but you got no fucking emotions, babe? You got no emotions, no empathy for no one. It's all a fucking puppy show. Everybody likes this puppy show shit. Don't get trapped into the puppy show. You're not no dog barking up the wrong tree. No, collective. Take your power back. Look within yourself. You got the healing, you got the love. I love you. Bring in harmony to yourself. No one told you I love you. I love you. Even if you got envious, bitter people, I still love you. Do you understand? Love yourself first. Put the cosmos within you. Because now we're looking at the universe. Maybe look at the matter of a question when itself, when it comes to maybe signicities. Maybe you're looking at maybe the end of a matter, or even you're delaying the opposition. Because you're with the opposition, man. The enemy. Dark Vader. Because now you're looking at maybe patience. Maybe someone loves how someone's very patient. Maybe someone that's very stubborn and very difficult. You could be Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. Putting everything within yourself. That's your protection, man. The cosmos. Using the sun, the moon, the Mercury, the Venus, the Mars, the Jupiter, the Saturn, the Uranus. Or put all the stars within yourself, the Pluto. We're using your Chiron. Chiron is all about yourself. What's your self node? What's your problems? Where are you stuck? So you can go to your north node. Everyone likes the Bible. You already know that Moses and Mary was following what? The star in you, people. Stop making celebrities take the star away from you. That's fake stardom. That's bullshit stardom, baby. Now you're looking at maybe the son of the sun, a soul world. Look at a soul world, man. Because now you're looking at maybe the seven. Oh, you got to walk away from people, things, and places, man, to create this soul world. Because someone's looking at maybe nightmares, anxiety, can't sleep at night time, because someone's got clarity. Maybe 5 people got clarity about stagnations, obstacles, delays. Because now you're looking at maybe the Queen of Pentacles. Can't sleep at night time. Good, dirty, stinking junker. Can't sleep at night time. She'll be going to end herself. Good, I hope she does. I'm not taking it back neither. Don't tell me how to feel when I had to deal with this voodoo woman I've never met in my fucking life. Queen of Pentacles can't sleep at night time. Because she's looking at this plan for unalivement. So now maybe you've got Princess of Swords, boy, said, I fucking dare you, boy, because you're barking up the wrong tree. Look at her. I want her dead, darling. You better walk away from that shit, boy. Look at her. I got to kill myself now. Ego, innit? Ego. Someone's gone within and said, Virgo's gone within and said, you want the Empress dead, do you? Genevieve Nadia. Could you do anything for money? Go sit and go suck your blood clot mother. That's what you need to fucking do. Go suck your fucking daddy. That's what you need to do. Now you're looking at maybe blending the mind, body, and soul. But the Western world forgets about the heart. Because they don't have a fucking heart. So now you're looking at maybe 6 of Pentacles. Maybe someone wants an equal give and take. When it comes to maybe the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is looking at maybe a fool. Maybe she feels like a fool, man. When it comes to maybe a Taurus person. When it comes to donations. When it comes to maybe about a union, about celebrations, about maybe a cycle of friends who's gone within and seeing the truth about her friendship group, maybe. When it comes to an earth sign, when it comes to donations, now you're looking at maybe taking that leap of faith. King of Pentacles saying, no, you're taking that leap of faith by yourself. Bye. He said, not with He said, I'm gone. She's like, what? Wait, but what? He said, no, I'm out. Later. Look at him looking back, waving. Bye. He said, no. No, 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 no. He said, no. Five of Swords. He said, fuck off. No, don't fucking follow me with your fucking bully, with your bully Betty. No, he said, don't follow me. You're a thief. You do violence. You're abusive. You got your Five of Swords out in your head every minute. Your intimidation, unalivements. No, for a higher priestess, higher than the Pope. No, I'm going forward to maybe doing a promotion, maybe a new job. Can I looking at maybe the Prince of Swords, the Gemini persons, look at maybe an Earth Angel running towards an Earth Angel because they're heartbroken about secret rituals, barking up the wrong tree. People don't look at their shadow side. Can I looking at maybe they want to take a pathway to the Queen of Swords? Queen of Swords, man. Don't ever think you can bring that Genevieve Nadia to ever think you can have a competition with me because look where Eddie's head is in my hand. I told him, don't let me bring you out in public and destroy your ego. Because you went with that dirty Genevieve Nadia. You're not going to have me sitting here for another 5 years emailing you because we're telepath connected. I don't fucking think so. Now, I'm going to take your motherfucking ego. I'm going to fucking strip it in public. Even if I have to get to Genevieve Nadia to get my shit back, my name back, my dignity back after you don't run around slandering me about one unalivement. Go and unalive your fucking mum, Genevieve Nadia. I'm the Queen of Swords. Don't fuck with me. My default's love, but now you got the cold me. Love intimidates, but you can fuck Genevieve Nadia, the devil. Now you got the cold me, Adiwali, King of Baji. Remember, walking love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.